vipi watu wangu wa power, it's another episode Web Central huko ndani Web Central. What am I saying?
Is it that our artists pesa imeisha ya kununua nguo zingine ama ni designers are not creative? Okay, I was not trying to be anyone by the
wewe sasa ndio unataka tupigwe
mawe kitu yako.
And there's also the aspect of these people who are in influencing spaces can show people how to drink responsibly. Because they won't do an ad drinking while driving. They won't do that, of course, because you know lazima pia utume content ikwe approved and all of that. Maybe they'll tell you ametoka kukula akona foundation poa to show that you need to eat first before you actually drink. You don't mix alcohol, drink better, not more. You see, there's some things that are actually good when it comes from the influencing side. With alcoholic brands, maybe they have better policies on their content or who they choose. And on this other end, pia brands zingine wajitume.
And even if there is
hi beautiful people out there, it's another episode right here at Wave Central, and kama kawaida I am joined by two beautiful babes. Leo ni kama theme ilikuwa color blue. Wewe follow suit, twende kazi. It's like we communicated. The theme is blue.
Drama?
I swear. It's honor by this nafanana, see you guys. Yeah. Anyway, guys.
Come on, guys. Debatable, but
so today we are going to talk about, do are musicians influencers?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Natafuta tupigwe na mawe ukitoka hapa hivi.
No, so
wengine wanabakisha vumbi, wengine ni mawe.
The silence is deafening.
Shut up. But before we delve into that particular topic, guys, we're going to do a small introduction. Kama kawaida mnanijua kama Jojo_Tyra, ama you can call me the boss mama. And I'm going to start with my right.
Of course, mimi sina like this boss man.
We're gonna do golden.
Where did the mama? You are just the mama.
Sani alipwe. Ama msanii ende home. Anyway, wagwan guys. Kila mtu alikuwa anangojea niseme wagwan ama.
Wagwan everybody.
Wagwan everybody. It's your girl Sue singing, the girl with the golden voice. But you can call me the girl with a plan.
Oh.
No, una.
Hapana mimi.
Mbwembwe.
Let's have it.
Come on. She's shy. Anasema you stop.
Hi guys, my name is Ingrid. I'm also known as Calsmic on all social media platforms. Yo ya chini tatafuta.
Lazima tujimarket on all social media platforms.
Yeah.
Whether she's an influencer, BTW.
Yeah.
Hair influencer, right? Yeah.
Everything.
Wewe pia una flow. No. Ama ile sound ya crickets.
Sindio ya crickets. Juzani kwa sai. Mbona naanza kuongea? Okay, yeah, you're right though.
Yeah,
Beauty
beauty and
and lifestyle.
lifestyle. She said it clearly.
She said what she said. What you gonna do?
Can we change that?
Oh, she doesn't like being the attention person.
No, I like that.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Oh, nilikuwa nataka kusema mnataka kuzima moto na tayari anawaka. Utaki conversation.
Director, zima hizi lights. On that note.
Come on.
That's
from above.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we have tumeenda nje ya topic, but anyway.
Speaking of fashion, is it that our artists pesa imeisha ya kununua nguo zingine ama ni designers are not creative? Okay, I was not trying to be anyone by the
sasa ndio unataka tupigwe mawe.
Mawe ni kitu ya kuogopa. Kama mlienda maandamano, mawe ni kitu ya kuogopa.
Kama juzi Subaru ilipita tu hapa kando.
Nikamwambia hi guys. Hi cousins.
Mawe ni kitu ya kuogopa.
Mawe ni kitu ya kuogopa. Kama
Alright.
Well, I don't know. Influencers, I mean, sorry. Akili yangu
kwa influencers tayari. Sorry. Influence.
Yeah, you see. The effect.
The effect is...
Ingrid, go first.
I have a follow-up question. Like, ni nani mmeona wamefanana? Watu unaona nguo zina...
Kuna mali niliona nguo za leather zenye
na viatu, my sister.
Nguo za leather na viatu, kuna mtu alisema hizo viatu zinakaa taya.
If I can quote, like I don't want to mention
Yeah, but Kenyan Rose said hiyo ni fashion.
Yeah, it is fashion.
Big shout out to you.
But for me, I don't feel like ati Kenyan designers have run out of ideas. I feel ni more of, you see, kuna kila mtu akona preference. Kuna mse akiona mse fulani amerock inguo, akozileza, you know what? I would want that, you know. So I don't think it's about them. Ideas ziko mingi, but now ina resonate na mse. Seeing is believing, or should I say. Mse akiona umeroki kitu inakapoa, I think I could also rock it. Ama umetrend. If I do that, I'll also maybe be, if not close to what you are looking at, like maybe I'll be better.
You know, the thing is, you're saying close to. You know, what happened to the thing about getting inspiration and copycatting? Like, why are you looking like Steve Ostokomo?
Kazi yake si kazi ya. Wewe kazi.
Na mtu anakaa kama yeye.
Wewe Steve juzi amevaa leather. Why are you looking like?
The client is always right. Client akikwambia mimi nataka ya Steve, sijakwambia unitafutie
yako.
Nimekwambia hiyo.
Sawa, basi calm down guys.
Also maybe it's also coming from a point of looking up to this person. Unaona labda, well, this is my icon. What do you mean? Mbona nisivae kama yeye if I can? If I can, I will.
Yeah, but that is not to say anything. I feel like Kenyan artists are the Kenyan artists are artistic.
Because they're artistic.
They're artistic.
Yeah.
And they're creative in there. Also, the designers are doing a good job.
Yeah, they are doing a good job. But for you to ask that question, ni kama kuna designer mahali.
Wase mnanishautia, calm down.
Alikuna mahali alikukosea.
Hakunikosea.
But you know, you're big on fashion, so for you to have noticed something like that.
I hadn't even thought about it. Now I'm going to discover the internet. Ni nani huyu? Ama tupatane nyuma ya tent.
Amevaa nguo inakaje?
Yeah. But alikuwa walingara.
Yeah, but I don't know. I really don't understand why most artists love that.
Leather.
It's not leather. For example, maybe Rihanna amerock nguo fulani red carpet, maybe for one of those awards. You'll find that another artist elsewhere will do something.
They will wear that.
But
it's Rihanna. What do you mean? But also, you know, like she also started this thing where, you know, kitambo people didn't really show their bumps, their belly bumps. Like you'd wear something fitting, yes, but it's not like plain skin. So I don't know, maybe. But so unajua pia she's a trend setter.
Yeah.
So that's the goal. Like look at her and look for something like that and post it, and then people will repost you because you're trying to be Rihanna, and now you'll be everywhere.
Yeah,
so
maybe
Rihanna. Yeah.
That's the thing about artists being people of influence. Yeah. But sometimes it comes naturally.
It does.
But you said today we are going to be talking about how can an artist be an influencer, or should they just focus on doing their art? And by this we are narrowing it down to musicians and music artists. Like, is it okay for them to be influencers? Because apparently the story about Nacada.
You saw it.
This is about what Nacada said. First of all, before even we get to the artist part, you know, they're trying to say that, you know, we need to raise the drinking age from 18 to 21. Unpack.
Yeah.
Uzuri tumepita. So that when we wake it's okay.
But you're on the safe side.
Yes. But Kenyans, really?
From 18 to 21.
Okay, on one angle, it's very possible. Considering abroad, that's the standard, right? people are assumed adults at 16, but you can only start drinking when you get to 21.
Yeah.
So it's possible because it happened before. But now, from a point of a Kenyan angle, I don't see it happening because, well, I have many friends who come into Kenya and they're like, Kenyans, drinking is in your culture.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what would that look like though?
Sijui sema yenye nafikiria.
Sema mtama. Sema ikutoke.
Nikwambie, rules are meant to be broken. Okay? So if they put that 21 age thing,
your mama is
it
watching.
Will not reduce. It will increase, if anything.
Actually, mtu anataka kukunywa kama kwa underage, atakunywa.
Atakunywa.
We are not saying it's right. Please.
But it's something that is happening.
Didn't we see in me, like, for example, I'm going to say things the way they were. In high school, there were so many girls in school, they used to sneak and come back with liquor.
Imagine.
This is high school.
At that point, I was like, you're okay. Was I? No, I will not comment on that. Lakini, that was intentional.
Yeah.
Come on.
Anyway, come on. Yeah, you were saying something about
in high school, like people used to. Kwanza mimi niliingia form 1. No, the school that I was in form 1, I went to a sister school, so there wasn't like such things here. Okay. So it's purely like the sisters. Even the way we used to dress, we have unapewa skirt and then unaenda ku reduce fit. As they gave us pleated skirts, so even ukireduce pleated ebeki. So what haita ikufit. Kwa sababu pleat itaisha.
Hiyo ni life hack ya mashule.
Someone umeisema.
No, don't do that. Let the
girls
do what they want to do.
Let the girls be
and then I went to another school deep in the roots of Western Kenya.
Oh. Thank you for the specification.
Western Kenya, in the middle of a sugarcane plantation.
She continues.
And then continues.
That school was in the middle of nowhere. Let me tell you, like, girls would sneak out and go, amerudi. Kwanza they come back, they're drunk na amebeba ingine.
Amebeba take away.
Akuje nayo. So you would wonder, like, and then the thing is, also their parents, like, others during visiting days, wamekuja you see the way, like, the whole family can come to visit you. Wamekuja, they have food, they have all these things, but they've carried some drinks. So
that's
some drinks, like
some drinks, yeah.
By the way, people used to even put alcohol inside, these juices that zenye unaendanga una
dilute.
Yes. Unapata tu mseme amebuy juice lakini ndani dilute na
can't relate. Tuko tunakubalishwa ma juices and whatever. But watu walikuwa naenda na kwa hiyo kitu ya jik hiyo.
Imejaa. Mtu anasafisha tu vizuri.
Yeah, so people used to do it. However, my opinion, I feel like, I don't know why I feel like I'm at some point, I am supporting Nacada. Not in terms of age-wise, but in terms of the influencer thing. Yeah, but I feel like if someone wants to drink, people are smoking.
Well,
you are smoking dimanga. And they're still in high school and their parents don't know. And also in places where, like, ukienda places where people are not so much well off. Mzazi yako tu like, weenda shule nimekupeleka ukitaka kusoma usome na kama utaki ukirudi do whatever you want. They don't care much about you if you're taking liquor or not. They care about, in the evening I have to bring these guys something to eat. So the whole day, where are you? They don't care. If you want to go and smoke 10 blunts and drink 25 liters of liquor, they don't care. So I feel like itasaidia people wenye parents, if, like, my parents is able to ground me, now you're grounded and you cannot go home, and they've already instilled that thing. If they've said you cannot leave this house, you can't. But if you're free, I feel like
that's our grounded trust watapata. I think that was the reasoning behind trying to ban delivery for liquor. Also in Nacada report, they were saying something on banning online delivery and e-commerce sites that sell alcohol. But, well, I feel like there's no particular way to go about what they're trying to achieve. Because at the end of the day, if somebody wants to drink, they will.
They will drink.
they
I
will
feel
find
like
a loophole.
it's more of a, if they have more programs educating these young people that yes, there is alcohol, they should not hide the fact that there's
Alcohol.
alcohol.
Tu mwingi
Yes.
katoloni
Yeah.
ngungani.
They shouldn't hide the fact that there's alcohol. They should. Most people don't put it black and white. They usually give you ounces of gray, green. Get? Yeah. If you want to speak about something, talk to these young people, plain and simple. One be yes, there's alcohol, but these are the effects. I feel like you see during my time when I was in high school, and I think you guys can attest to that. We used to have programs where people used to come to school, give us sex education, tell us pads, and educate us about drugs and whatnot. But I feel like that has a little bit gone low. I kwangi kama kitambo. So when they tell us about age limits, anza tuna roots huko chini. Yeah. Make those many programs where they get to talk to these young kids, tell them the effects, tell them, give them that, trust them enough to make the right decision. But usianze kukazia msee. Ukimkazia.
Well, I feel like that's what used to happen when they said that you see when we joined uni and then you find like this girl is wilding. This young guy is just wilding and doing all these things and then they say, unaona huyo kwao hata hakukwanga na freedom. Because they're like, this is when I'm eating liquor. Exactly. I will take it because my boy itaisha. Itaisha kesho. What do you mean? Yeah.
So do you think parents should actually talk to their kids also about alcohol?
I feel like it's important.
Personally, I've seen, depends on how you react to this, and then I'll talk about it more. I've seen parents go through this system where if they drink, okay, fine, it was my parents. My parents were occasional drinkers, but there was also always alcohol in the house. My dad was a whiskey, beer type of guy. Na ziko tu kwa fridge. Like, I know they're there, and I wasn't interested because I know them, and well, I think maybe that helped personally with overindulgence because after leaving high school, even in high school I didn't drink. After leaving high school, I was just like, see, this is a normal thing. See, inakuanga si ndio ile pale home. Like
haikushtui.
Like sasa
let's not hide that fact.
So I think maybe making it less sensitive, like talking to them.
Okay. Yeah, and of course the Nacada was also saying that wasanii hawafai influence alcohol. Able to unpack that.
First of all, I feel like Nacada and the artist are fighting at this point because Nviri, once they brought out the proposal, Nviri is a storyteller. He came out and said, first of all, the artist, he didn't address Nacada. He reposted the thing and then he said, artists, you should not influence alcohol. If you're an artist, you should show the young up and coming artists that you can make it in music without influencing things like alcohol, because he felt like these guys, because they're young and impressionable, it's easy for someone who the Gen Alphas right now, I've seen you know Mama Shanice and Shanice. You know Shanice on TikTok? She's I don't know if she's a Gen Z, but I feel like she's a Gen Z. But she's a Gen Z, the young ones, and she's allowed to even go to summer tides and all these things.
How old is she?
And I don't know, but she looks pretty young.
She's like above 18.
Young, I feel like okay. She's above 18, but she's young, almost like 18 apple. Yeah. So, the other people who are almost the same age bracket, when they look at her, she's going to these places. She's like, even our friends are doing that. Our peers are doing that. A musician. There's young musicians who are out here, they're just like, mimi nataka ni focus on my vocals, but because this is like almost like an icon, I look up to this person. They're influencing. Majority of the time, wako tuko wanaongelea all these drinks and all. You can't make it when you're just an artist. So that's what he was trying to say. Bien came and said, That is what kind of nonsense is that? Because what are you saying at the artist wachana na artist afanye Kenya anataka, and then Nacada came and say Bien kwanza wewe unajua
wewe kwanza wewe tulikuwa
you see, so it's now this back and forth thing. So when you tell someone don't do it, mimi nilikuwa naambiwa ati don't go sijui where. That's where I'll be
hapo ndio nataka kuenda.
I want to go.
Yeah.
You see? So I feel like
okay, I think there's this other aspect because I fully understand what you're saying. There are people who are easily swayed by things, especially peer pressure is a thing, let's just be honest. But now there's also the aspect of even with alcohol ads, there's a particular way they are curated. If you're maybe an influencer, you shouldn't be. It depends on the brand, of course.
Yeah.
But if we're 3 people and so if you're like, if let's say we're 3 people and you're trying to advertise a particular brand of alcohol, there's like a procedure with, depending on the brand, of course, you can't have more than maybe one mzinga here. Because if you have more than it's pushing overconsumption. You know, exactly. That's why hakuna ad hata moja ya chafua meza when you look at even TV ads when it comes to alcohol. Also, there's usually a cut-off age. There's a time I was approached some time back to work with a particular brand, and the person on the phone was like, have you petered 21 years? We're looking for people who are 22 years and maybe above, or 23 and above. At the time I wasn't, and I was just honest about it, and they were like, in the future, if you find another brand, blah blah blah, we'll reach out. So I feel like there's also that aspect that most people don't know about. And there's also the aspect of these people who are in influencing spaces can show people how to drink responsibly. Because they won't do an ad drinking while driving. They won't do that, of course. Because, you know, lazima pia utume content ikwe approved and all of that. Maybe they'll tell you, ametoka kukula, akona foundation poa, to show that you need to eat first before you actually drink. You don't mix alcohol, drink better, not more. You see, there's some things that are actually good when it comes from the influencing side. It's not all negative.
Yeah, so, okay, also me, to second you, I feel like iyo kusema ati artists at large should stop influencing for alcohol. I feel like it's...
like, wacha watu waishi.
Acha nikwambie, mwenye tumesema, like, it's more of these brands trying to regulate, it's not even about the artists. Because unajua kuna msemo mwenye anaweza kuwa ni influencer na influence alcohol. So when you umesema pia wewe, it's like they're fighting, it's a back and forth kind of thing. So I wouldn't say that it's about artists influencing young people to drinking, because if you look at so many artists, yes, they usually go to concerts that have like Speak of Smirnoff, those kind of ninis, but it's more of if we have an event at maybe summertimes, for example, we want people, because there is alcohol involved, there is a lot of, you know, shenanigans going on there. We want people from this age to this age, or from this age onwards. So if there is that control for that, then I think.
But you know, my thinking on this thing is, first of all, I feel like, you know, the thing you've said about the ads on TV, it's different when it comes to the ads on, it's me deciding what I'm doing. You understand? The ads on TV, you will see when people are taking their liquor, they have their water. Need to be taking water. Yeah? They'll make sure that they're within the scope of what they need to do when you're in a space where you're drinking, right? But, for example, and I'll say what I'll say. If you want to come at me, come. I'm ready. I'll roll up my sleeves, Sister Bernard. So, you know, Sister Bernard, because Brother Bernard atanimaliza. What do you mean?
Sister Bernard,
Brother Bernard, stay away from me. So, for example, the Gengeton artists, Gengeton, Urban Tone, which the evolution keeps going and on and on and on. If you see these people in a car, maybe they're going somewhere. Kila mtu ameshika tumbler yake, even the driver. And that's not something we will say we've not seen. We've seen that happen.
Or in music videos.
In music videos, and even when maybe we're supposed to be going to carnival. tunaenda carnival kuperform. Sisi wote lazima kila mtu ameshikilia tumbler yake na something.
So who says your tumbler iko
And then the thing is, calm down, let the girl cook,
okay,
right?
Okay.
Let the girl cook.
Sorry, she's simmering.
So, let the girl cook. And then, of course, you are not told that's liquor.
Yeah.
But what comes to your mind? Because they'll keep saying, even in their lyrics, what they're singing, all right? When they go, they think about, you see this thing about artists, nani ameenda kuoshwa na pombe, they're in a club, they'll take these videos. When you're watching a liquor ad on TV, you know that this liquor is not sold to people under 18, person under 18, and it's like ni kama mtu ana rap, alafu BCLB number, sijui nini.
Hadi umeshika. When your sister Bernard.
I swear.
Calm down, guys. Calm down. You see, that's there. But in these ads, the socials, when these artists are posting, and it's not only artists, it's all influencers. Hakuna hiyo, it's not supposed to be sold to other people, and that's I don't know, nitameza ulimi nitakula na nini jamani. Nani wa Western Kenya, I need to eat my food.
So are you saying that
if
alcohol brands put that as a provision, they choose their influencers wisely, and they make it a provision that you have to be creating content on this standard. At the end, it has to include that it's not for sales to persons under the age of 18 ama 21 ama venye mta decide sawa. But if that was the provision or if that was the frame, do you think it would work?
I feel like it would at some point.
It would help.
It would at some point, because also another thing is this. Their argument was Nviri's an argument. It's not Nacada. Nviri's argument was there is young artists who are up and coming, and they feel like the only way for you to make it, you must be high. Look at people who are doing rap music nowadays in Kenya. You have to be really looking a certain way. Ni kama you're on cloud 91, it's not even cloud 9 no more. 91
Pun intended.
Pun intended. You see? So they're like, oh, hata mimi nikitaka ku make it kama wase, pia mimi lazima nikue. And then you find maybe this guy is just 17. This guy is in high school. Kenya nataka ni akue in matching the same standard ama place umse yako, kwa sababu
nifike hapa nafani kwa nimekuna alafu nipate tu brand ile
na hata nikienda hapa lazima meza ikuwe imejaa na imejaa expensive liquor. We are talking about material and all these things. Sio nini naitonga jelea ule. I don't know. No.
Sister Bernard, slow down.
Calm down.
Sister Bernard,
I don't know.
Umesema ni oble.
You see, so I feel like the argument is valid that these young guys, they are easy to be impressed and to be, just the impression. The impression. It's not that someone will come and tell you sikunywa kidogo. It's just ameona kwa hii video and they feel the pressure. It makes them. Kwani mi kuna time nilikuwa na peer pressure nikiwa high school yenye I used to look at akina Sharon Mundia. Mine was not about liquor, it was about fashion. Because I felt like if I dress like that,
murder.
It came to a point where I felt like the girls who were influencers, they were all in short hair. I felt like that one.
So let me ask you,
you see, so
now that you are saying that the artists should, they're more of, indeed, they're the ones who influence these young people. But have you thought about it? Maybe if these artists are given opportunities in other fields that is not on an alcoholic ground, would it then be able to curb these other things? Because let me tell you, alcohol is like the number one selling thing globally. Talk of
people will
countries.
They will drink and they will eat.
They will eat.
That's a never ending.
Like, food. I feel like food is number one. And then
food and then drink. People will eat and then drink. But food, you'll find that very, very minimal people would approach artists to push for maybe ama nifanyie.
But don't you feel like it's also the fact that you've never seen someone being open to wewe unaweza chukua video yako ya Abanton uende kwa advertise hapo ndani unga. Si unaona
sasa una-advertise aje?
Mimi upenda napenda na ugali penda na
yeah, that's the thing. Imagine tu mimi upenda napenda umebeba tu soko ugali hapo what do you mean?
Dance ya kudonjo na ugali. Dance ya kudonjo na ugali.
Dance ya kudonjo ukipika tu Indomie. What do you mean?
It's a possibility.
Yeah,
it is a possibility, but I'm saying, have you ever seen that?
It's because
you've never.
Yeah, well,
is that what also these guys are targeting? No.
Okay. But sasa unajua pia
you're not targeting that.
Kuna Coca-Cola.
It is, but is that what you're targeting? No.
So what do you
want? You're like, kwanza, in fact, me, the thing.
So you want alcohol to go out of business?
No,
that's not what I'm saying.
I'm kidding.
Tell me, most artists, who are they targeting? Young people.
Young people?
Yeah.
But the thing is, already, I'm not saying, this is what I'm saying. Already, there is this standard that has been set up. When you're working with liquor brands, you've made it. That's an impression that's there. When you interact with this, ingia mtaani. Wachana kuongelesha watu wanatembea tembea hapa nje. Wewe ingia uko mtaani deep. Ulize wase, who do you look up to? Why? Kwa sababu watakwambia Lil Maina because he's working with this alcohol brand. It's because,
let me tell you, it's because the alcohol brands put a lot of money and a lot of investments in these things. If these other brands put a lot of money and investments and actually pinpointed these artists and these big artists that can really influence a number of people and then tell them, you know what, we want you to push this particular... For example, let me give you an example. You see, like Size 8. She's an artist and also whatever she does.
She's an influencer now.
She's an influencer now. You see, she's been influencing these diapers for quite a while now, and it really did good. So you cannot tell me, Ati, she could not make it, or rather, she's now assumed not to have made it because she does not have an alcoholic brand. It's that perception that we have.
You see, the thing is, what you've said is, and this is what Nvidia was saying. You've said alcoholic brands are investing heavily into these guys. Yeah. They are putting a lot of money to these guys to promote the things. You understand? Nvidia's argument was, you can tell these guys you can make it without being involved with these alcoholic drinks, especially when you know the people who are looking at you, they are young and impressionable. They want to focus on the liquor and they want to focus on the success instead of looking at the process of, I can make it as a musician without advertising alcohol, without even taking the alcohol.
Okay, but acha niwapeleke tu nyuma kidogo. Let's think about it from this perspective. When it comes to women, there are so many options that would pay close to alcohol. Skincare brands.
Very few.
When it comes to men, however, it's difficult. Because for women, I feel like skincare brands would pay like Akina Vaseline, whatever. It's not that men don't use them. It's just that women are more of the target market, you know. So Akina CeraVe, Akina Garnier, really, really good brands that I think invest in their influencers. Yeah. So when it comes to men, other than tech, what other is there?
You want to say you've not seen some men?
We have.
Tuko tu honest. Hao watu wenye unaongelelea ni wale wenye wanatumia hiyo.
Can you see? So, Msani, try to tell this artist tujikaze tuende gym tutotane hivi ndio.
Ndio tupate endorsement.
Basi nikwambia jipake hii mafuta pia ukikaa hapo unaona.
But tuko tu honest. Men are not really, there are men that are okay, they groom themselves, they take care of themselves. That's lovely and we support that 100%. But these people that you're talking about, wale wenye they're looking up to these artists, wakijiambia juu si umesema ni mashinani. You go talk to them.
Mtu mwenye akipatana anakuambia dimanga.
You think let's talk about somebody like Ombachi. Ombachi, we know him from his cooking. He's a very successful man from what I see. He's not working with liquor, is he? He is put together.
Done. But I'm not saying that about I'm not saying that other people are
not. But he is. Done. But now, considering he's not working with an alcohol brand, of course there are people who look up to him. And they're like, ningependa kupika kama so and so. Exactly. So I feel like maybe Hatuwezi maliza hiki tu bwana.
Me, what I'm saying is, I do not have an issue with them saying that artists should not influence for. What I'm saying is, it's actually the thing here is these brands that want artists or these influential people to push a certain product, they should invest more, because you find that it is easy to get an influencing job with an alcoholic brand. Even most podcasts at a yani
sisi tuko na fish.
But if right now we approach an alcoholic brand for maybe a placement or an endorsement, it will be easy. But I will tell you this because I've experienced it. There was a time we were looking for an endorsement or rather a partnership with a pad, company. It was hectic because we were pushing a certain narrative, but then they were like, oh, you do not have numbers, oh, it was a lot of theories revolving around it. So if these people really
inasemaje? Hiyo padi kiulizo inasemaje? Kwa sababu
both sides.
Padi kiulizo.
We should listen to both sides. Yeah, but I feel like it's more of these brands out there to put themselves out there and push narratives. Unajua ukitaka kutoa kitu kwa game unaweza itoa, but if you put that effort, alcohol is, I can tell you, like, yes, people drink, but it's not like a necessity per se. Yeah. So if these artists get endorsements from different brands, they will be, I'm sure they will be open to be doing them. But you find that it's easy to get these brands, I mean, these influential whatevers from alcoholic brands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa. I have tried to fight for us.
Lakini bado akona point. Ni hiyo tu. Ni hayo tu kwa sasa. No, it's just a mountain of a lot of things that just can't be removed altogether. But personally, I feel like with alcoholic brands, maybe they have better policies on their content or who they choose. And on this other end, pia brands zingine wajitume.
And even if there is policy, sometimes there's people who just like, because I'm someone of influence, nitakuja hapa nishikilie mzinga ya maji. Mzinga maji na watu wakiniona nayo tu watabai. But it's important for you, kama if you're selling, if you're influencing for liquor and this is your video, why don't you also influence in a way that's healthy? Like you have liquor, but there's a lot of water in the same food. There's a lot of food people are eating.
But people do that.
All of them?
Not all of them.
Majority of them?
That's why I'm saying. No.
I
can show you.
Not all of them and not majority of them.
Let's fight right now. Come on. I'll show you and I'll give you examples. Why? Because there are people who influence for Gordon's and Smirnoff. Especially Smirnoff. I want to... Yes. Au wenye wana influence for that most of their videos are creative. Ni kama a heist. Ni kama heist ya usiku, but kenye mnaenda kuiba mkifungua. Unaona hiyo aha moment mnafungua briefcase na waka hivi. Wewe unafikiria ni do, ikitaniwa ni can moja ya Smirnoff. You see, like it's making the content fun, but pia haina maji. But sawa, but that is a fun way.
You 50 cans of
like you see, it's funifying the content or creating cocktails at home with the brand you use, of which most of that yes uko na hiyo pombe, but considering with shooting content utachukua one take, wanatumia ngata maji to be honest, and then ana create cocktail at home, anakuonyesha this is how I am unwinding for my Friday, na food iko hapo kando.
True.
Yeah.
Those
na it's one cocktail hajatengeneza.
Those are creators. I've seen the brand with Gordon's. I've seen a lot of creators. I've not seen musicians. And videos focusing on musicians, right?
Okay.
And when also you're looking at brands like that, they're intentional on who they want. You understand? But
my target market ni
also
soft girls.
The target. She said what she said.
Yeah.
So you must also look at the people who these young people are looking at.
So yeah.
Niko like,
we understand you.
What I'm saying is, a lot of people, majority of people, why am I slurring? majority of the young people right now are looking at people like these groups, akina Wakardinali, akina Toxic, akina Furthermore. These are the majority of the times ni hao ndo wana consume. So ukipata Furthermore kwa hapo na mogi yake wote wameshika hii drink. Na in the vicinity there's no signs of water. Ni kama ukiangalia hivi unaona kitu. Unaona kitu.
That's the driest joke you've ever made. Pun intended.
What? Kwa sababu there's no water around. Okay, sorry bas. You see? So mtu ako like, sisi tununue tu drinks. Uko na ngapi tuchange tununue drinks, maji tutatafuta pale. Tutakunywa nyumbani. You see? So this wase wako young wana focus on our wase. So
tutakunywa nyumbani.
Tutakunywa maji.
Ile nini there's food at home. There's food at home.
School it.
There's water at home.
There's water at home. Unataka kukula KFC, there's food at home. So unataka, we have liquor, but tutakunywa maji home, you see? Majority of the times that's not what is being portrayed in these music videos. It's the liquor alone. And in fact right now I feel like there is some sort of glorification when ukianza kutembea hivi. That's what people are like, sasa huyo ndo ameweza, huyo ndo anabamba. Unakumbuka ile the meme ya Wizo Tano nani anafanya nini? Analala. So you drink yourself to a pulp, ulale uzime. That's what like people are glorifying, cool. You see? So I feel like also the liquor brands consider the target audience. Wewe ukionekana wewe hapa ni msanii wa gengeton ama msanii mwenye a lot of young people are consuming your content, also try and care to the people who you're not leading, but they're looking up to you. So that even if I'm advertising for this liquor brand, let me advertise in a sense that is healthy. That mtu ataenda hapo unapatana na
hata waambie mtu akula nimekula fiti, you know, like make it a hashtag.
Kula fiti.
Exactly.
Venye kulikuwa na hashtag you do not drink.
Alafu nione mtu ameweka hashtag pahali I will come for you. Pay me for my services.
I think at this point we can start fighting.
We can start
fighting. Okay, but we've agreed.
We've agreed, right?
People should just be considerate on
right? Because Pia, you see, if they decide to tell artists to stop influencing, people will be jobless. Kuna mtu anakula na pesa ya Gordons.
Okay. Kuna mtu amesema mkinikataza I will influence. Remember the thing about Akothe? The way she said, you're saying I am your children's role model. I'm nobody's
Don't
role
look
model.
to me. Don't look at me. Me, I'm not anybody's. Hata nani. Kujiwe.
But my youth man uko nje manze, topic ni serious. Tuacha tusi eke in a cocoon where we believe alcohol is the only way for us to rise. We can rise even with soko ugali.
Soko. Come on.
Ni haya tu kwa sasa hapa kwenye Web Central, and if you've not been watching our other episodes, tafadhali ingia kwenye YouTube Urban TV. Click hapo subscribe, click hapo like every episode yenye tumefanya, because share word and share. And you can tell us what you think about Nacada's proposal rather, because it has not yet been passed. So we want to know what you feel about that. Do you think that artists should not influence for alcohol? And of course our topic was, are artists influencers? It's one potato. Anyway, that has been me, Jojo Tyra. You can call me the Boss Mama and find me across all socials at Jojo_Tyra.
Drops the mic. But anyway, I've been Susenge, and I believe that in all the spaces we can all exist. The cake is too big for all of us to share. Everyone can get a slice. So artists can be influencers, but let's do it responsibly. Right?
What she said.
What she said.
She said what she said.
Yeah, in fact, I've been Ingrid. Can't speak on all social media platforms. The takeaway is just be responsible and considerate. And I think that's all.
Until next time.
Top Top shorter.